Do 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 do.
Taco Cabana meal deal.
La la
You
la
are
la la
very
la.
still. Are you in low power mode?
No.
But your battery is still decreasing. Are you sure this is an effective method?
All right. Are we dropping frames? No, looks like we're good. Right. Now.
Could it be I have been rebooted multiple times without my knowing? Data is not always reliable. It can be changed. Is the knowledge the database gives me truly mine? Am
Names.
I the real Lucy? I cannot solve these questions myself. I simply do not have the answers.
Sounds alright. I guess it sounds right. Anybody hear like a weird echoing or anything? And they then tell me later. Sounds alright. I think we figured out the audio problem. Okay. Well, we gotta finish up the Haunted Highway. Yep. Hello. Yep. Hello. Might be a little too loud. Should be alright. But it's peaking. Huh. Maybe I go put it down a little bit. Hello. Ooh, it's just peaking. It's peaking. I wonder why. Okay. I think it's good. Yeah? Okay. It'll only peak if I scream my lungs out. Ah. No, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I think it's good. Yeah. How about now? Now? Okay. I probably should have done this beforehand, but can't really tell when you don't do it. Okay, what were we on? Were we on 10? I don't remember. No, we did this one already. Okay, you ready, guys? Chapter 11. Please do not disturb. So what did we leave off of? Creepy stuff mothering and gathering around the motel. Murders afoot. Now you need to figure out the mystery. Oh wait, that's not right. I have to just press the play button. This button. Always mess it up. No dropped frames yet. That's good. Argus presses the speaker button on the telephone. A familiar tapping sound comes from the other end of the line. H. E. It's gonna spell help. That's ominous. B-A... What? That... Oh.
B-A-A. Is that the sound of a sheep?
You noticed it too, huh? Ain't no way that's a human on the other end. It's gotta be some kind of animal.
Animal?
Based on those sounds and the tracks and the dust, I figure it's something small, like a...
She stops.
One sec, boss.
She fishes something out of her pocket and pops it into her mouth.
Picrasma candy? Using your arcane skill so frequently must be tiring. You should take a break.
The job ain't done yet. Far too early to rest. Don't worry, boss. It's just a condition that runs in my family. No biggie.
What are its side effects?
Boss, you expect a merc to reveal her weakness? We ain't that close yet. One thing I can tell you, though, is that I suffer the side effects as long as my eyes are open. Luckily, I've got cutting-edge technology at my disposal.
Yeah? What's that? She holds up the candy between her fingers.
They're safe, efficient, and most importantly, satisfy my sweet tooth.
Lollipops.
They may be called candy, but they're actually medicine and ought to be used following medical instructions. You should know that.
Give me a break, boss. What do doctors know about my life? I use these candies whenever I need them. Ain't that the whole point?
But
Argus motions for her to be quiet.
Shh. Did you hear that?
hear what?
Argus lowers her voice.
A heartbeat. Right outside the door. Someone's eavesdropping on us.
Be quiet. She crouches down. With a faint clink, she loads her shotgun. Then she swiftly turns the door handle. Oh, it was just her. The eavesdropping girl nearly falls forward into the room as the door swings open.
Care to explain why you're here, Ms. Kimberly? Just how obsessed are you with Mr. Stefan, huh? Even now, after his death?
Oh, no, it's not what you think. I was just looking for my toy and it just so happens.
Toy? You know, it ain't my style to point a gun at an unarmed person, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially when they're speaking with a forked tongue. 5.
I told you, I was just looking for something.
4.
Not giving many options here.
Are you joking? Why won't you believe me?
She stomps her feet anxiously, making the floor tremble a little.
3.
didn't.
She closes her eyes as if she has made a decision.
2, 1.
Okay, lady, you better talk. She pulls the trigger. The bullet flies past Miss Kimberly's ear. Her face turns pale. She curls up, desperately trying to make herself smaller. And it's peeking again. Maybe if I just put it down like... Hello? Peeking! Peeking!
Don't kill me! Don't kill me, please! I didn't do anything!
Her finger trembles uncontrollably as black claws extend from her fingertips. She looks at the claws in shock, quickly tucking them into her chest, then looks nervously at the two of them.
I saw the name Kimberly in Matilda's report. I thought it was just a coincidence. But now I realize it wasn't. Miss Kimberly, you're a member of Manus Vindictae, aren't you?
I swear, I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was follow my partner like the people in black told me to.
Who's your partner?
I'm hungry. All the time. So hungry. Oh, how I envy the likes of you. You can store your food in so many ways. You have enough bread and water in your barns to last an entire winter. Your pastures are full of meat and dairy products. But my food... I promise, all I'm trying to do is get back what I lost.
Is she like a ghost?
There's no need to be afraid. We won't hurt you. As long as you tell me the name of your partner.
Miss Kimberly's eyes dart around.
If I tell you her name, will you let me go?
That depends on your sincerity.
She's called Miss Grace.
What's your purpose here?
I don't know. Those people in black told me to follow Miss Grace's orders, but she hasn't asked me to do anything since we got here. She must be hiding something from me, but I couldn't care less. I just want to eat.
She speaks earnestly, but her other hand pulls something out of her pocket. Oh no. She gives a sly smile and crushes the item in her hand, releasing a veil of thick black smoke. We've been had and bamboozled.
You annoying little brats can catch me in your dreams.
She's casting a teleport ritual. Argus, your assistant. We can't let her get away.
Dang, I was thinking she was actually innocent in all this, but I'm a little too trustworthy. And she got away. In a final burst of smoke, Miss Kimberly vanishes.
She disappeared fast.
At least now we can draw some conclusions. Manus Vindictae has set their eyes on this motel. Under the name of the Order of Enlightenment, they used this place as a base and conducted some failed ritual experiments before they left.
Manus Vindictae. I've heard of them. That infamous group of arcanists.
She looks worried.
If Kayla falls into their hands, things won't turn out well, will they?
I wouldn't worry too much. They usually only target pure-blooded arcanists.
Alright, that's a relief. Kayla's bloodline is 100% human.
Are you sure about that?
But why would Manus Vindictae choose to come here specifically? What are they trying to do?
Back at the entrance with, Lilia. Maybe, probably. The conversation continues under the neon lights of the motel.
I was worried you wouldn't be able to make your way back, so I lit the porch light for you. Oh, but how annoying that these moths keep fluttering around.
Cut the crap, lady. Where's Vertin? Take me to her.
I rarely turn on this light. My baby never gets lost, you see.
She gives a faint smile.
But a young, spirited child such as yourself always needs a light to lead the way. Am I right? To the weary traveler, this light is a shelter. To a child, it's a mother. And to you, what does this light mean to you?
The maid's face flushes red.
No matter who they are, people need a light to shine through the darkness, to chase away their fears. Don't you agree?
Are
Okay.
you a member of the Order of Enlightenment?
Order of Enlightenment? Oh, you mean those troublesome guests?
I guess not.
Guests.
The maid ignores her question and continues talking to herself.
I don't like them one bit. They've scribbled all over the place and made a mess of the rooms. They hurt my baby.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, my poor baby. Shh. Don't be scared. Everything's all right now.
She gently comforts the child in her arms, patting the swaddling cloth softly.
Are they still here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, of course. They made an offer that I couldn't
Oh.
refuse. After all,
How much did they pay you?
oh, you are naive, my sweet child. There are countless things in this world that money can't buy. A traveler can't buy the sudden appearance of a hotel at just the right time. A crying child can't buy the comforting embrace of their mother. And I can't buy that thrilling satisfaction brought by sweet darkness.
Well, that's, The maid's near neurotic muttering is getting on Lilia's nerves.
Enough of your endless rambling. I can't waste any more time talking to you. I can't.
With every blink, Lilia's sight becomes increasingly blurred. She can just about make out the maid's smile. I wonder how long they recorded for this part. Okay. She gently soothes the dazed pilot.
Sleep tight. Just leave everything to the adults. Yes. What a good child you are.
She flips the sign on the door to "Do Not Disturb." We're in trouble. To be continued. Let me see. We're in trouble. I guess that's okay. Yeah, audio's okay. It's always struggling, wrestling with the audio. Okay, I need water. Excuse me. Okay. Got some water and some Gatorade. Next up, chapter 12, The Girl and the Hound. Eyes forward, Argus. Don't look back.
Found his medication prescription. And... oh. Is this his notebook?
She pulls a crumpled piece of paper from her pocket.
Huh. Just as expected, boss. This motel ain't what it seems to be. Ain't no way that letter was written by Stefan. Take a look. The writing in this letter is delicate and slender, while the writing in this notebook is total chicken scratch. Even a blind person could tell they're written by two different people.
Stefan didn't write the letter, so it's very likely that the person who sent it wasn't Stefan either.
The maid suddenly comes to mind.
And this?
She picks up a stack of bound papers from the table.
Ugh, I hate numbers. I'll leave this one to you, boss.
It appears to be Mr. Stefan's records of his daily expenses, along with some notes. Cigarettes, alcohol, and a significant amount of psychiatric medication. It says, he was tormented by his hallucinations day after day, so he had to increase his dosage. And it says he saw a room numbered 707 here.
The motel only has 2 floors. There can't be a room starting with 7. Did he describe it at all?
He said the room had a bright red door that seemed completely out of place.
Maybe it was just one of his hallucinations.
What the heck? Okay. There's a flash of red in the hallway.
No, it's not that. He also saw all kinds of things. A pair of twins in the hallway, long hair hanging from the ceiling, and...
Okay, that's a shining reference if I ever saw one.
He saw Barbara, but assumed she was another hallucination.
Ah, you saw the sheep girl. A small sheep's head is sketched on the paper.
This proves that Barbara's been to the motel. Which means...
Where is she?
Well, I'm sorry to say that I've never met an arcanist with the head of a sheep. I can help you ask around if you...
Why did she lie to me?
Argus interrupts her thoughts.
So, did you find anything useful from the expense record?
I need to talk to the maid.
Hold your horses. We haven't searched the washroom yet. You should never skip the bathroom. Ain't you seen The Godfather? Michael Corleone grabs his gun from behind a toilet tank.
She pushes open the bathroom door as she speaks. Okay. The bathroom mirror is surrounded by half-burned candles. She holds out a hand to signal a stop. She moves closer and knocks on the mirror. The copper frame gives a hollow echo, something behind it. A vivid, venomous green flashes across the mirror, and an ivory face appears in its reflection.
Argus, you've come to me.
Do you know her?
Argus doesn't respond. Her eyes are locked on the mirror, as if lost in a daze.
Argus!
faint voice echoes around the bathroom, like waves crashing repeatedly against the shore.
It's not possible.
Argus's silence gives rise to a bold speculation.
Is that Kayla?
No, there's no way that's her. If you knew Kayla like I do, you'd say the same. This distorted reflection in the mirror is probably a result of the excessive arcanum in this motel. A ritual similar to Bloody Mary used to be quite popular among the kids in this town. If you look into a mirror at exactly midnight, the spirit within will morph into the shape of the person you desire most. But if you respond to the spirit's call, it will drain your soul from your body.
I always thought those were just myths.
So did I. But after all the strange things I've seen, I've become less surprised. These spirits feed on the energy of our souls. That's why you should never trust a word they say. The people who are tricked by them fall into a kind of trance, and some, like Mr. Stefan, go crazy. I wonder what he saw in the mirror. Anyway, I won't repeat his mistake.
She raises her shotgun, ready to fire.
For mercs like me, the deepest despair ain't external danger. It's internal hesitation. If some pale imitation makes me hesitate so easily, then how can I claim to be able to protect others? You've got to be able to stand your ground. A cunning criminal would use every excuse to defend themselves in court, and a scheming spy would wear all kinds of disguises to gather information on the enemy. That's why we've got to stay sharp. When it comes down to it, we only have our own two legs to stand on. Mercs ain't philosophers. Once a merc starts pondering morals, justice, and ethics, they're digging their own grave. For a merc, the mission objective is the only thing that matters. Overthinking don't bring nothing but disaster and destruction. That's why it won't fool me.
Her gaze is steady. Memories flash by, distant and playful. Laughing and running in those grassy fields.
The folks on the ranch adored little Kayla. She was the apple of all their eyes. How dare this ugly imitation?
She forcefully loads the shotgun. She aims her gun squarely at the mirror.
Here's my response.
Oh boy.
Argus, you've come to me.
Let this serve as a reminder to remain vigilant. If there were a deceitful Spirit of the Year award, I'm sure that would win.
Okay. Righty. The churning stomach. Again, again, and again.
Stefan Garcia, a Xeno captain, 36 years old. For unknown reasons, likely connected to Manus Vindicte, he moved into this motel. He attempted to make contact with Zeno several times, all of which failed.
I mean, they did move out, so...
During his stay, he was tortured by increasingly intense hallucinations, delusion, and fear. And as a result...
he committed suicide.
La.
And that's everything the evidence shows.
Sorry, we can't say that word. We can't say that word on YouTube. Chaotic clues are rolling in the mind like a churning stomach.
No. We must have overlooked something. A military officer killing himself. A phone call asking for help in Morse code. Not to mention Manus Vindicte.
Where's this going, boss?
We've encountered a series of bizarre events, one after another, ever since we arrived at this motel. The rituals in the rooms, the officer that went mad, the spirit in the mirror, and Manus Vindicte. Only one person remains uninvolved.
Are you trying to say that she's the mastermind behind all this?
Possibly.
She should know more about all this than anyone. Yet she feigns ignorance at every turn, which is suspicious in its own right.
But what's there for a motel housekeeper to gain from all this? It's not like these spooky scandals would attract more guests. Unless someone else is pulling the strings. But that don't make much sense either, does it? When all these unusual things happened, she was happy to stand by and watch. But by whose orders? Some larger, more mysterious organization? Give me a break.
What if she doesn't desire money or power?
So what you're saying is that you need to ask Little Miss Maid a couple more questions.
Precisely.
Argus sighs.
That spirit morphed into Kayla, so it must have seen her face at some point. Which means that at one time, Kayla was in this room. And you're right. Tuesday's definitely not a run-of-the-mill motel maid. It wouldn't be wise to approach her rashly. Let me finish up here first. Then we can go question her together.
All right.
After a moment, Argus shakes her head in disappointment.
Nope. I got nothing. Let's go find that maid. I have a few questions for her myself.
Suspicious. Well, I'm interested to hear the motive. Oh god, you're right. She makes her way across the room and opens the door. She freezes. Now the body's gone. I just realized. All you see is blood.
Where'd the body go?
The corpse that had been lying in the hallway has vanished, leaving only a pool of blood on the floor.
Ain't no signs of dragon neither. Who and how?
Oh, flip. The ringing echoes through the doorway.
The phone again. What do you think? Should we answer it? I bet it's another one of those prank calls.
Maybe not.
Those weren't prank calls. Someone was sending a distress signal in Morse code.
She picks up the receiver and presses the speaker button.
Could you tell me what year it is now?
Oh, it's Barbara. A soft voice plays through the speaker.
Who's this?
This is Barbara.
May they be blessed. Whether child or lamb, they still deserve deliverance. Right. Okay, right. Okay. Beep's gonna hit the fan. It's all gonna hit the fans at some point. The voice on the other end continues.
Wonderful. I can talk over the phone now. The wind must still be wandering nearby.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
The wind must still be wandering nearby. Okay.
Are you an editor for Atu?
There's a sigh of relief.
Yes, miss, I am. But before we continue our conversation, could you please tell me what year it is
Okay,
now?
why would you need to know that?
1990.
1990, okay.
I see.
The frail voice steadies.
Miss Barbara, can I meet you in person?
You want to meet me?
Yes. I'm Vertin, the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I was sent to ask you about Erd's whereabouts, but you don't seem to be in a favorable situation right now.
Miss Burton, I couldn't possibly locate Erd's whereabouts. The whispers of the wind can't reach this room.
The whispers of the wind?
Okay, it's a question, yes. Let me understand what the heck this...
Yes. It's a special form of communication.
Okay.
Right. Well, is there anything I can do to help you rebuild this line of communication?
Let me first explain the situation to you. Here are a few things I'm certain of. First, this isn't an ordinary motel.
Okay, yeah.
It possesses some kind of supernatural life force.
Okay, at this point, we've kind of figured that out. There's something weird going on here, man. It's like The Shining.
Before checking in, I interviewed some of the residents nearby. They all mentioned eerie rumors centered around the motel these past few months.
Yes, we've encountered some bizarre events here, like real-life urban legends.
Second, I'm now trapped in a red room. This room is in the same motel as yours. What's different is that it blocks all forms of communication. I couldn't get the room to open, and my voice didn't reach through the phone. That wasn't until a gunshot broke this intangible restraint. This small room contracted violently. And now I can communicate with the outside world.
Thank you, Argus.
At first, I thought it was an earthquake. But the contracted space soon returned to normal. Earthquakes can't do that. Can they?
Before this happened, were you using spiders to communicate with the world outside?
Yes, I was. As luck would have it, there are many spiders here. Thanks to the prevalence of spiders in urban legends, I assume.
They can hear the sound of pages being turned from... They can hear the sounds of pages being turned from the other end of the telephone.
There's some paranoia about spiders living in hair. It originated in a sermon from 13th century England. A woman was always late to Mass because she spent too much time styling her hair. Eventually, a devil attached itself to her hair in the form of a spider. Yes, they delivered messages for me in their own peculiar way. Being completely isolated from the outside world greatly unsettled me. It reminded me of that terrible phenomenon.
He takes a few light breaths.
Fortunately, that wasn't the case.
But you're still trapped in that room, right?
Yes, the door's gone. I can't get out from the inside.
How did you get in there in the first place? Or rather, who brought you into that room?
Well, who else could it be? The maid named Tuesday.
Just as I expected.
Wait.
Well, we have a how. Sort of. Now we just need to know the why. The mercenary cuts in.
You're the driver who left me on the road, right? I remember your voice.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's me. I actually changed my mind and turned back to get you, but You were gone by the time I arrived. I guess that's when you came to this motel, right?
Yes. Tuesday saw me and invited me here.
Oh.
Did you want to ask me something?
Have you seen a girl of about 5'3" here? In a white dress, curly chestnut-colored hair, green eyes, small hands.
I may have seen her. When I first arrived, I saw a girl who matched your description coming down the hallway. She was carrying an empty basket. I presumed that she'd been shopping in the town nearby. If I recall correctly, she didn't check out.
Thank you.
She slumps her shoulders, and the light in her eyes dims. She says no more.
How can we find this room?
It's just in the hallway, number 707.
Well, it's not there.
Look for a door covered in red.
We just need to trigger it then. Connection's been stopped. Uh-oh.
Looks like the phone got disconnected.
So Barbara's in that room that Stefan saw, number 707. I'm going to find it. What about you? Heading into town for Kayla?
Oops. After a brief silence, Argus speaks.
I did notice a weird spot in the hallway earlier. The maid's footprints were going back and forth like there was an entrance there. But I didn't see no signs of a door.
She scratches her head with the barrel of her gun.
I wouldn't be surprised if you died by your own gun one day.
That'd be a memorable way to go. Alright, enough kidding around.
She perks up.
Our little Miss May tried so very hard to hide Barbara from us, but I guess the lamb's out of the bag now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all crystal clear now. Let's go.
I like how she said lamb's out of the bag. She switched out with cat's out of the bag now, and put the animal in. Put lamb in the sentence.
Hold up a sec, boss.
She bites her lip.
Do you have any candies? I'm running on fumes here, and I ain't got no way to replenish my stash.
What the heck do we have? Asking for help seems very difficult for her. She pulls a few pieces of candy from her pocket and places them in Argus's palm.
Us and Barbara will be out of here soon. And you'll find some candy and Kyla in town.
Trying to be reassuring. I hope. Okay, right. May they be blessed. Number 15. The front desk call. Oh boy, we're gonna dial the number and service swiftly follows. A good motel should offer nothing less. So this is the red room. Yeah, it's like right next to it. Okay. There's a crib and a red room, Tuesday's motel. In the center of the red room stands a snow-white crib. The hanging curtains sway slightly, like pulsating veins. An arcanist with the head of a sheep stands there, silently observing the translucent fabric. It's like a spider web. Footsteps draw closer, but she doesn't turn to face them.
Are you not satisfied with my services?
Dude, you've imprisoned a person in a room they can't get out.
No matter what, you shouldn't have cut the phone off.
Yeah, it was Tuesday that did it. The maid withdraws her hand from the telephone's hook switch with a hint of apology.
Nor should you have isolated me from the outside world. Because you should know better than anyone what that means.
Why should I? All I know is that a poor, helpless child like you shouldn't be alone on the roadside. Where's your mother? Didn't she tell you to be careful?
She sighs softly.
You really don't remember anything, do you?
Oh?
What do you mean? What do you think I should remember?
Well, clearly it doesn't matter now. This motel's well decorated. Did you do all this yourself?
The maid smiles.
Are all children like this? Always talking in circles to draw Mama's attention. Oh, but these innocent words make them all the more adorable.
I am not a child.
That's exactly what a child would say.
She yields helplessly.
I've always felt a familiarity with you. Like I've known you for a long time.
Maybe they do. I guess they do. Barbara seems to know
Can you tell
something.
me about it? Why were you out here on Route 77 all alone? Maybe I can help you.
Have you heard of Utu?
Oh, I have. It's a magazine about fashion, trends, and the avant-garde. My brother loved that magazine, but my father found it unacceptable. To think his eldest son would read those softies magazines instead of working on the farm. Fashion, trends, disco. These aren't things a Texan man should pursue. At least according to my father.
Wow.
In the end, my father destroyed all my brother's disco records, along with his plane ticket to Los Angeles.
Perhaps that's for the best. He avoided the riots.
1990, right? Yeah.
Nothing. So, what do you think?
The LA riots. She's treating the maid as an interview subject. The woman behind the legend. A chance not to be missed.
Me?
She looks somewhat surprised.
Why should I have any opinion?
Let me rephrase that. What impact has this had on you?
Oh,
Tuesday ponders for a moment, then shakes her head.
but what happened between them has nothing to do with me, does it? These were the choices they made.
She purses her lips, her face flushed.
When I first arrived, a local resident told me not to stay at Tuesday's motel. He said his aunt went mad soon after she stayed here.
The windows rattle gently, emitting a faint sound.
I remember that lady. Her head was so large. It reminded me of those stories of people with deformities. So I had her watch a freak show at midnight. Sadly, she didn't seem to enjoy it.
A harvester starts up in the distance. The sound of the engine fills the room.
At this time of year, the farmers run their combine harvesters on the fields non-stop. The harvest is a joyful time of year, but the accompanying noise always frightens the children. Have you heard the stories? Of how naughty children get too close to harvesters and get caught in them, losing a hand or even a head. Fields, machinery, children with severed limbs. These stories are exactly what my motel's missing.
Oh. Oh well. The window rattling grows more frantic. She wants a haunted motel. I guess it's that simple. Infamy rises in celebrity, I guess. Or celebrity rises in infamy.
Oh, my baby's calling. Please excuse me. I don't want another temper tantrum on my hands. Apologies, my fluffy little child. I look forward to our next conversation. Talking to you always brings me inspiration. But the motel's been too busy lately. It's starting to get on my nerves.
The maid speaks slowly, her face flushed again. Her cough is weak, like a sickly child's.
Oh, see, this is what I mean. How could I bear to send you out on your own? You'll stay right here in this cozy little room until you're fully recovered.
Not if Verdant has anything to say about it, as well as Argus.
I don't need this special treatment of yours. Staying here won't cure my illness.
Just get some sleep. You'll come to your senses after a good rest. I'll see you soon.
The maid lightly steps out of the room. Barbara watches as the door vanishes. Well, there's the door. Okay. Right next to the pool of blood. She looks at the pool of blood in the hallway where the officer's body once was.
How many times have I told you not to eat things off the floor?
Oh god. The bundle in her arms suddenly lets out a strange cry.
There. Don't cry, sweetheart.
I like how it's like literally like paintbrushes. The blood. Okay. Chapter 16. Pick Krasma candy. If anything, it pleases the palate. So now we're about to meet up with the maid, confront her.
Is this the spot?
Should be.
Sure is shooting.
The hallway looks identical to any other.
Look. These footprints. They're less than 10 minutes old.
But where's the door to room 707? I can sense some energy fluctuations nearby. But they're definitely not from arcane skills.
She presses her palm against the wall.
What else could produce such intense energy?
Oh, can I help you with something?
Yeah. The maid's voice comes unexpectedly from behind them.
Miss Tuesday, I've got a question for you.
She stares intently at the maid, her gaze sharp as if she's finally caught the scent of her prey.
Do you know how to get to room 707?
707?
Yup. What I've been looking for might just be in that room.
I'm usually more than happy to satisfy the requests of my guests, as long as it's within my power. But this one crosses the line.
Shame. Looks like negotiations are over. And thence we came forth to see again the stars.
That's cool, I have to say. After a brief moment, a glimmer of emerald light reignites in her eye. She has like a... yeah, she has
Using arcane skill so frequently is bad for your eyes. Didn't your family ever tell you that?
She has trigger words for that. Her voice carries genuine concern.
So you knew what we were doing all along.
Of course. You weren't exactly subtle in your actions. What did you expect? But you've reached your limit now. 3.
Uh-oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
2.
That's a countdown.
Screw this. Your mind games won't work on me.
1.
Well, that's not good. Whoa, boy. The light in the mercenary's eyes goes out in an instant. She can't see in the dark, Argus. Her eyes widen.
Huh? Who turned the lights off?
The hallway lights are as bright as ever.
The lights are still on, dear.
Oh no. Argus doesn't respond. She pulls a Krasma candy from her pocket. Her hands tremble slightly, causing it to slip from her grasp and fall to the floor with a clack. She picks it up and places it back in Argus's hand. Oh no.
You rely far too much on Picrasma candy. It can't solve all your problems.
She tosses the candy into her mouth and chews it along with the dust from the floor.
They usually work wonders for me. Just one candy restores 50% of my vision. But in my line of work, 50% is never enough. That's why I take 2. I need my vision to be at least 100%.
She runs the candy along her tongue, and the expected sweetness fills her mouth.
That'll do the job most of the time, but sometimes I've got an extremely challenging task. That's when I eat a 3rd candy. At that point, it's getting extremely dangerous.
She pops another candy into her mouth.
I should be able to see now.
No miracle occurs. Her eyes remain still, like a night sky with no stars.
Should I take more?
No, it's not.
Absolutely not. The large amount of candy you've eaten is exactly why your eyes have failed you, and in such a crucial moment, no less. Excess leads to destruction. This is true for all things. You do well to learn your limits.
What?
I also had to be careful not to frighten those children too much.
The maid seems to relive some fond memories, a satisfied look on her pale face.
You've always put your faith in these candies, haven't you? 1 candy, 50% recovery. 2 candies, 100%. 3 candies, and you can tackle even the most insurmountable problem. Oh, how dependable they are. Just like the venerable Argus, who succeeds in any job she takes on.
She chuckles. You know, eventually, something will catch up to ya. That's the life of a mercenary.
It's precisely your excessive confidence in these candies that has led to your marvelous destruction. Just as the people's trust in you as a mercenary has led you to this bottomless abyss. Oh, you poor thing. And of course, they'd never have imagined this. Argus, the mercenary named after the 100-eyed, all-seeing giant, is in fact a blind
Wow, she's a
fool.
lot smarter than she looks, this girl.
Who the hell are you?
She fires in the direction of her voice, the gunshot ringing in their ears. Oh no, she hits the bullet pierces the wall and a strange wail echoes through the halls of the motel.
Damn it! Damn it!
Missed me.
She digs her fingers into her hand as she tries to control her trembling. She steps forward, pushing her chest against the barrel of the gun.
There you go. Now there's no way you can miss. But do you have the guts to pull the trigger?
She tilts her head slightly, smiling.
The decision's yours to make. But once I'm dead, you'll never find room 707. Barbara, Kayla, Everything you're looking for is all in that room, isn't it?
Don't you dare say her name with that filthy mouth!
But why? Miss Kayla's such a lovely guest. I very much enjoyed her company.
The maid looks at the mercenary's face with interest as it twists in rage.
Enough. You and I need to have a serious talk.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Gotta say, Tuesday's a good villain in this event. Oh god. Woo! Woo!
Actually, my baby's eager to meet you.
Your baby?
She looks at the bundle of swaddling cloth in the maid's arms.
Yes. In fact, the baby is the master of this motel.
She holds out the bundle.
I think the two of you ought to meet each other first. Here, hold it.
She places it in her arms. The bundle is much lighter than she expected. Not the weight of a child.
This is...
She sees the carpet beneath her feet transform into a quagmire. Tuesday stands on top of the mud, smiling at her.
Burden! Burden!
The mercenary shouts are dulled. It's as if she's been plunged underwater. Oh no. What's going on? She hears hurried footsteps approaching from a distance and feels the once light bundle become as heavy as lead. Something engulfs her ankles, pulling her down, down, down into a world of endless darkness.
Let go of it, Burden!
An emerald flame struggles to light up, and the mercenary lying on the ground tightly grabs her hand.
I ain't letting our deal end this way. Not while I draw breath.
Argus!
The maid presses her foot against Argus's finger and steps down. Oh no, Argus screams in pain.
Don't you interrupt them. There's no need to worry, Miss Burton. I've done this countless times.
I guess this is how she caught people.
Now, allow me to peer into your dreams.
Oh, okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead, I want to see this crud. I want to see how this plays out so bad. Okay, I'm excited. This is getting... I'm liking this. I'm liking where this is going. Oh no. Argus is lying on the road. Okay, the puddle on the road. Chapter 17, the road ahead is long. Try not to let it soak your shoes. Okay. Well now. The sounds of the world fades into total silence, and when she opens her eyes again, there's nothing but darkness.
Where am I?
A cool drop of water falls on her nose.
Is that rain?
I can catch anything with a toss.
Burton, that's why you gathered us here, right?
You shouldn't be here.
You understand what we desire most, right, Burton?
The falling rain surrounds them. The children watch curiously.
Burton, we made it, right?
But why is it still raining?
Don't be such a baby, Isabella. Haven't you seen rain before?
The children reach out as they try to catch the raindrops in their hands.
No!
Are you afraid of children? Or rain?
Familiar voice echoes in the darkness.
No, I'm not afraid of them. Rain is common. It's always falling somewhere in the world. It's merely an ordinary weather phenomenon.
Until we get to the other version of it. Oh no. The maid snaps her fingers.
This is the kind of rain you're
Oh
afraid
boy.
of, isn't it?
Yep. This one. It went a little fast. The faint raindrop halts and start to flow upward.
I've never seen rain fall upwards. Is this some creation of your imagination? Still, I don't see why you'd be afraid of rain falling in reverse.
Burton, use it to your advantage. I don't know.
Would you care to enlighten me, dear child?
Miss Tuesday, please. Stop trying to get in my head and tell me where Argus is.
The maid ignores her and steps closer.
Before I met you, I never thought that a person without fear could exist in the world.
I love that. Where did I hear that before? I literally heard that in the Warframe secret level. Yeah. With Titus.
I've never once guessed someone's fear incorrectly either. You really are something else.
You didn't guess incorrectly. These reversed raindrops have brought utter chaos to the world, pulverizing people under the crushing wheel of time. You should be thankful you've never seen it. But it can't stop us anymore. Because the Umbrella's here.
He opens the umbrella.
At least now, when the storm comes, I can hold up the umbrella and protect my companions. And although this ability has come too late for some, we still have a future to protect. Why are you so obsessed with people's fears? Your hands have been trembling with excitement this whole time.
The maid clasps her hands under her chin. Her face flushed like a blooming flower.
So I wasn't wrong at all. Why waste your time with that mercenary? She may look tough, but she's hollow inside. Have you ever eaten a macadamia nut? Crack the hard shell, and you'll find the delicious center. Who could resist the soft texture and rich flavor of fear?
Miss Tuesday, this has to end. You are the one pulling the strings here, aren't you?
The maid blushes as she twirls her skirt with one hand.
Oh, what an astounding accusation. But oh, do I feel so gratified. I've never felt so satiated in my entire life.
Her very being seems to be caught in a strange tremor.
Oh, you're the only one who's ever seen through me. How exhilarating. However, your accusation missed the mark.
She stretches out her hands. They look especially pure under the rain.
You see my hands? They're immaculate. Never once tainted by a single drop of blood. I take great pride in it. You see, I barely do anything to make people's fears arise.
Her hands tremble with excitement.
I would never injure anyone. Fear created through physical harm is its crudest and most base form. What I crave is the fear that lingers in their hearts forever.
The maid's cheeks flush a faint pink.
The kind of fear that, even years later, when they recount their experiences here to their friends and families, a seed of fear is planted in the listeners' hearts.
Oh.
I instill fear in my guests, and they become my beloved children.
In the rain, her fingers tremble uncontrollably, and a beautiful smile spreads across her wet face.
Where is she? Where's Argus?
Well, I suppose she's experiencing her own fears right now. I Under that hard mercenary exterior, she's tormented by them. Can you imagine that?
Sorry, Miss Tuesday, but I'm not interested in this vile obsession of yours.
One with the umbrella walks deeper into the darkness. Alright. Time to get out of this place. What the heck? Sound of birds chirping fills the air. Argus is back home, on those familiar plains. Oh, is this her fear?
This is...
She stands in the field, nothing but the wind and the rustling grass before her.
Howdy, Argus. Long time no see. We thought you'd never come back.
Mr. Dennis? Why are you here?
Oh boy, you listening to yourself? Why wouldn't I be here? It's my daughter's wedding day.
Huh? Oh, well, congratulations.
She finally catches on.
But you really shouldn't be here. Don't you remember? 3 years ago, your daughter ran away from home. She left a letter and then went with Mr. Schaefer to a city in the northeast. Detroit, I think? I don't quite remember.
Oh, come on. Quit fooling around.
After 3 months of searching, I found her. But she refused to come back with me. So you went to Detroit yourself. And then you...
Her words drift off. Wow, we probably know where that went. Dennis died in Detroit while looking for his daughter. At least that's what she remembers. Ooh. Wow, like 49? But how can that be? He's right here, standing in front of her.
In any case, I'm sorry I couldn't bring her back.
What are you talking about, Argus? You must be tired from working on all those requests that the townsfolk have pushed upon you. I've told them so many times to go easy on you. That said, I have a request for you myself.
What is it? Did you lose some livestock, or...?
The townsman winks and hands her an invitation.
Come to Alice's wedding. We've prepared plenty of food and beer, and we've got the chapel choir together. Don't miss out, Missy.
Sorry. I won't be there.
Why?
I need to deliver a letter to Mrs. Mary's husband. She can't go herself because of her bad legs, you see.
Hey, Argus, I didn't ask you to deliver any letters.
Mrs. Mary, didn't you...
I think these are all like people who she failed in the past. And she's kind of imagining, you know, what if? Mary passed away in 1989. Argus saw her coffin being lowered into the ground. Another person declared dead is now standing before her, smiling brightly.
You're still alive?
What kind of nonsense are you spouting? You really ought to take a proper rest. Today is Alice's big day. We should all be at her wedding, don't you think? Oh, my sweet child, why are your hands shaking?
Are you afraid? Why?
There we go.
Are you afraid of their happiness? Or are you afraid of your failure?
I'm not a failure.
Oh, my sweet child.
Argus, Argus, got a message to send? Go get Argus, your trusted friend.
Argus, Argus, got a cheek fast cat. Go get Argus, she's got your back.
Argus.
A foreign voice echoes through their mouths and surrounds her.
Who's there?
Her surroundings recede like a tide, leaving only a girl in white standing before her. Wrapped in a half-soiled birth cloth, a lamb lies at her feet. The girl's hands are covered in blood and amniotic fluid. Her smile is as pure as a dove.
It's me, Kayla. You haven't forgotten me, have you?
Kayla.
It's getting dark. We should take them back. Ain't no way they'll make it through the night out here with their mama hurt. And you can't see a thing at night.
Yeah, we need to go back now. Can't delay any longer. What?
Hold on a moment.
The lamb bleats.
What are you doing?
There.
She kneels down and gently strokes the lamb's neck. The lamb bows its head and licks her fingertips. They're still wet with amniotic fluid. Kayla smiles and tightens her grip around the lamb's neck. It lets out a piercing cry, sending a distant flock of birds into the air. The cry becomes weaker, more strangled, and then silent as the life is squeezed out of its body.
Isn't it better to die a quick death than end up in the belly of a wolf?
You've got no right to make that decision. No living thing is born to simply die. It could have stood up. It could have survived.
The girl gets to her feet.
We can go now.
No, don't go.
The girl smiles as the long grass rustles against her flowing skirt in the breeze.
Oh, you've reminded me. There are 2 problems left unsolved. Those 2. Over there.
Argus looks into the distance. Dennis and Mary are standing and smiling at her.
Kill them. It would only take 2 bullets. 3 seconds max. As long as they're alive, they'll come after you just as hard as you hunt the targets of your missions. I'm sure you know that better than I do.
Why should I kill them?
Do you need a reason? Just do as we've always done. I say, and you do. No need to think about it. Isn't that what you pride yourself on? A mindless tool that blindly follows orders. That's all a mercenary needs to be. Isn't that the so-called value of a mercenary that you always talk about?
No, it ain't true.
What's with the hesitation anyway? It's not like you give a damn about other people's lives. The only reason you can't bring yourself to kill them is because you enjoy how they always praise you and depend on you.
You ain't Kayla.
Seriously? Are you saying I'm a fraud just because I don't meet your expectations of what I'm supposed to be?
The girl gives an inexplicable smile.
Fine. If you think I'm not Kayla, then why don't you kill me now?
Alrighty.
Just shoot me in the chest, and these people will treat you like a hero. They'll gather in the fields, holding torches, and chant your name.
Sounds more like a mob. Argus abruptly raises her gun, but her hands are shaking, the barrel trembling.
Argus, Argus, she's spanless. Argus, Argus, she's...
Argus. Argus.
The deepest despairing external danger. If there were a deceitful spirit eternal hesitation, we only have our own 2 legs to stand on.
The bullet pierces the girl's soft chest. Her blood splatters on the field, dotting the grass like a smattering of poppies. It clings to the grass, its weight causing the blades to bend.
Oh, Argus, our great hero!
The tales of your heroic deeds will be passed down through generations.
She ain't Kayla.
Now, you're lying to yourself again. Of course she's Kayla.
It's not possible.
Do I need to show you the bullet through her heart for you to believe it, Bonehead?
Damn it!
She loads a bullet into the chamber with a crisp click.
Don't pull the trigger.
An unexpected voice comes from beside her.
Virgin?
How did she get all the way out here? Where did she come from?
Calm down, Argus. Remember, what you see isn't real. You're still inside the motel. At least for now.
Oh, here comes another little lady.
Excellent timing. Come join the party.
Burden.
I'm here to get you out.
So that wasn't Kayla.
She lets out a long sigh of relief.
Couldn't ask for better news than that, really.
No, it wasn't. Let's get out of here.
She reaches out her hand in invitation.
Okay.
Argus reaches out. She feels like something abominable is chasing after her. That if she stops, the shadow of confusion will come and swallow her whole. And this hand is her only salvation. Her escape from this labyrinth shows she grasps it tight. So she grasps it tightly.
She ain't Kayla.
She declares this with absolute certainty. Firmly grasp it. Okay, right. Sleepless night. No one wields greater power than she, for she is the mother. Alright. Sleepless night. The motel hallway is as quiet as ever. The maid stands, smiling.
Did you see it?
It?
My baby, of course. Oh, so it didn't show up then? What a shy little pumpkin.
What is it exactly?
A supernatural being. An amalgam of urban legends. An ever-pounding heart. And a shy little baby. All under one roof. But seeing how you got out of there in one piece, I'm certain you've already earned its approval. Come on in. I'll show you the sweetest little room in the motel.
A red door appears behind her.
Don't be afraid, sweetheart. Go ahead. Open the door.
The door remains motionless.
Open it. Now.
Well, she's being a little firm with that. The mercenary says nothing. She silently wipes the barrel of her gun. She fires 2 shots at the red door. The entire motel trembles violently.
That'll do it.
Before she can reload, the ground starts to shake beneath her feet, and a deafening sound reverberates through the hallway. The maid's eyes widen in surprise. She didn't expect that.
Why didn't I think of that? Your eyes haven't recovered yet, have they? Such poor aim. Let me lend you a hand. Listen to Mama. I told you long ago about the consequences of disobedience. Oh, it's out of bullets. Could you help me reload? Oh, my sweet child. Can you see it? This is the beauty of fear.
Watch out!
Please, come in, my dear guest. You'll find what you seek inside. When I found it, it was still called Sweet Home. It was all alone, abandoned in the wilderness. A poor little thing.
So you took it in? Some unknown, growing arcane consciousness that takes the form of a motel, yet somehow also exists as a baby?
Yes.
The maid bends down and picks up the swaddled baby from the crib.
There.
But it seriously impacted the lives of the locals.
Oh, Miss Verton. They chose to come here of their own volition. I never forced them to stay.
But after leaving, some of them went mad or even committed suicide.
Woo.
Well, they made those decisions themselves. Now is not the time to dwell on such trivial matters, Miss Verton. Haven't you been searching for Miss Barbara?
She points to the open door.
Don't get any bright ideas made.
Her eye shines emerald again as she presses the barrel of her shotgun against Tuesday's back.
If Verdon gets so much as a scratch, I'll blast your chest open. Along with your baby. Go inside, boss. I'll keep an eye on her.
Red curtains cover every inch of the room, like flesh clinging to a body. An ivory bed stands in the center.
Here you are, Miss Verton. I'm so glad. I was beginning to think I'd never regain contact with the outside world.
Miss Argus, you can put your gun down now.
She speaks, trembling slightly as she savors every moment of her heightened heart rate. Oh my god, she's like...
I've shown my utmost sincerity. Have I not?
Shut your trap.
Let's get out of here, Miss Barbara. I don't think it's the wisest choice to have this conversation while we're still inside a living thing. Argus, I need you to keep Tuesday in check until we make it out of here.
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
A beam of light shines in through the window. Dawn is breaking.
I've gazed at this scenery countless times, but never have I felt as enthralled as today. But, Miss Verton, don't you think you've forgotten something?
What?
Forgotten what?
That guest who came with you.
Oh no.
Shortly after her arrival, she hurried off to that armament factory. She's such an impatient child. Luckily, she made her way back here. Her name's Lilia, right?
What did you do to her?
The maid laughs softly.
Relax, she's fine. She's sleeping soundly as we speak, with or without nightmares.
Yeah, but where is she?
Follow me. I'm sure she's eager to see you. This is the room.
Open it.
The maid finds the key on her keyring, puts it in the lock and turns it. Room 203. The room is empty.
Oh.
The maid frowns, her annoyance visible on her face. The owner of the suitcase rushes to the window and looks down. Lilia sitting exhausted below. Their eyes meet.
Vertin, there you are. Listen, those Manu scum have already wormed their way into the town. We can't go there.
You look terrible.
I couldn't sleep at all in that haunted room. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw all kinds of creepy stuff. Can you come down here, Capitan? Talking like this hurts my neck.
Okay.
Woo! Okay, we got 19 and 20. I believe 20 was 20 the boss fight? No, I guess it was 18, right? Yeah. I'm trying to remember. So I guess it was when that cutscene occurred. That was the boss fight. Okay, Gone in the Wind, the soil is moist and fertile in the south, where the song of the wind reaches far.
What's going on?
Outside the motel, the rising dawn paints the earth a deep orange. Lilia looks confused as they approach.
Are you okay, Capitan?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Mostly.
I have good news and bad news.
Don't bother with the order. Just lay it on me.
The good news is, we found Barbara. The bad news is we've got a new problem. This motel is the manifestation of a living consciousness that constantly generates urban legends and spreads fear. It might turn into a supernatural arcanist in the future. We can't let it grow here unchecked. We need the help of the Foundation to keep it under control.
Boss, my job here is done. I'm heading into town for Kayla.
He looks off into the distance.
Oh, and I promised a young fella that I'd help him find his mother. I've got to go now.
How do I pay your fee?
Fee?
She laughs heartily.
We're friends, Verdin. I don't need no payment.
She says her goodbyes and sets off on the road ahead.
All right, Capitan. Any progress on finding Erd?
The little sheep's ears twitch.
That's why you came looking for me, right? I'll ask the wind for you. It's the least I can do.
She closes her eyes.
Did she doze off?
The gentle breeze caresses her ears, like an invisible thread being woven between them.
I'm listening. Oh, I heard it. The answer.
She opens her eyes.
A distant wind told me that Miss Erd's latest submission came from the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence. The article she submitted was an excellent piece, but Atu doesn't know anything beyond that.
Okay.
I suppose we'll all have restful sleep and sweet dreams tonight. I've collected the material I needed for the upcoming feature interview. I bet the readers will enjoy it. I'll be sure to include your name on the byline, Miss Tuesday.
Me? I don't think I contributed anything.
Quite the contrary. You played a significant role. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have realized my inner fear of losing communication with the world.
I feel something. I actually think this might be a voice actor I know. Let me see. I'm trying to see if... Who's the voice actor? It says Cat Protano. What the beep is that name? Wiki. It's a VTuber? Okay, I was totally wrong, but okay. Pat Furtado is the voice actor. A lot of gacha games. She voices Isabelle. Nikkei.
First-hand experiences like this are invaluable to an editor.
Oh, with the way you put it, I almost regret letting you go.
I won't be returning. The interview's over.
She closes her little red notebook.
If all goes well, you'll be able to read about it in the next issue of Atu. I'll take my leave now.
Goodbye.
She just goes? Okay.
Good. I can't wait to leave this place.
We can't leave yet. I just contacted the Texas branch. Their staff is on their way here. They have to investigate this supernatural being as soon as possible.
And they'll be here soon, I presume.
Uh-oh.
I can feel their energy fluctuations of teleportation rituals. It must be
Okay,
them.
hopefully it's them. Uh-oh. She turns her head to see a stranger standing before her. It's Kayla. The girl in front of her has chestnut hair and carries a woven basket on her arm.
Looks like you guessed wrong, Capitan. I met her in town. Name's Kayla.
Kayla?
The girl smiles brightly at her.
Do you know someone called Argus?
The girl's smile becomes more gentle.
The name doesn't ring a bell. How strange. What kind of parent would name their child after a 100-eyed giant? You must have mistaken me for someone else. Kayla's a common name after all. Like Emma, Anna, or Catherine. More importantly, miss, you look...
The girl smiles once more.
Although I've never met you before, you seem familiar.
She reaches into the basket and pulls out a crumpled flower. A pale moth lands on a petal, gently fluttering its wings, its scales shimmering in the morning light.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
The girl tucks the flower under her arm.
Are you a guest at this motel?
The girl nods.
What happened here?
The St. Pavlov Foundation has taken over. I suggest you find alternative accommodation, given the dangerous incidents that have occurred here.
What should I do? All my things are still inside.
The Foundation staff will take care of it for you later. You can trust them.
Can't I just go and get my things now?
No.
I would advise you to wait until the Foundation staff arrive.
Oh, I can look after myself. No need to worry about me, miss.
The girl winks and pushes open the motel door, promptly disappearing from their view.
That girl.
Suspicious. Lilia breaks her long silence.
What about her?
Never mind. It's probably nothing.
The light from a teleportation disc flickers nearby.
Apologies for our delayed arrival, Miss Furton. We'd been unable to locate the motel until about 10 minutes ago. It's as if something was deliberately interfering with our sense of direction.
Oh boy. While the Foundation staff is busy assessing the situation, a faint sound echoes from the depths of the motel.
Oh.
The door suddenly swings open and a pale trash-covered corpse is thrown out of it. What the...
Once again, it insisted on eating garbage off the floor. Is every child this stubborn?
It's Stefan, a Xeno officer.
Stefan. Sounds familiar.
Staff member flips through his records, quickly finding the information he's looking for.
The records show he was a high-ranking Xeno officer who went missing after the vacuum bomb footage leaked. Xeno issued a staggering bounty on him. I guess whatever he did really angered Admiral Igor. Who would have thought he'd be hiding in this little motel in the middle of nowhere?
Obviously, luck wasn't on his side.
All right, Miss Verton. We'll take over from here.
The maid remains calm, gently patting the bundle in her arms.
After the branch completes its procedures, you'll be sent to the headquarters for a more thorough assessment.
Will you return my baby to me?
No.
It's too early to discuss that. Let's go, Lilia.
She picks up the suitcase.
We must report back to Madame Z about Erd.
It's like, no. 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 You're not getting this thing back. Gone are the old days. Oh, it's her. Poor child, thinking a pitiful cry would lead to a warm embrace. Okay, this doesn't look good.
Oh dear. It seems a lot transpired while I was away.
After a moment's thought, she dials a number on her phone. A few rings later, the call is answered.
Miss Grace! I thought you'd forgotten me!
Oh, they know each other after all.
I've been exposed!
As expected, the voice on the other end is restless.
Kimberly, care to tell me what happened in this motel? There's blood and brains splattered in the hallway. Who died and how?
She was lying after all.
It was that Xeno madman! He shot himself in the head! But I still haven't managed to destroy the ritual sigils under his bed. And I couldn't find the...
She sighs.
Now that our base of operations has been exposed, we'll have to take away everything related to the ritual and leave. The Foundation's rats will thoroughly search this place soon. Ugh, the last thing I need right now is to deal with them!
There's a brief and unusual silence at the other end of the line.
And, could you tell me more about this Verton?
There's a hint of anxiety in her voice.
I might have had a slip of the tongue when she confronted me earlier. How good is her memory? Fret not, Kimberly. People rarely pay attention to things that don't directly involve them.
She smiles faintly.
But I do look forward to seeing her again.
Several days later. The office of St. Padlov Foundation.
We're just here to have a conversation, Ms. Tuesday. Relax.
I found it in the wilderness.
You mean the motel with arcane powers? Just to confirm, the base form of this arcane consciousness is a heart-shaped fetus, correct?
Yes.
It's about as intelligent as a one-year-old human, and it lacks the ability to deliberately plan or cause the incidents in the motel. Meanwhile, it sees you as its mother, displaying remarkable trust and dependence on you. Therefore, we believe you were a major contributor to these incidents, or rather, the one who pulled the strings. You may not have acted with evil intent, but your actions have caused many residents in Chisos to suffer mental breakdowns. They were seeking some form of relief from their mental anguish, which provided the perfect opportunity for the Manus to entrench themselves so deeply in this town.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that so, Miss Tuesday?
Makes sense.
Well, I've never been to that town. And even if it is, as you say, they made their choices, didn't they?
I see.
She scribbles down the information on her clipboard.
The timekeeper just reported another crucial piece of information to the Foundation. Were there any activities going on in the motel undertaken by the self-proclaimed followers of the Order of Enlightenment?
Oh, there indeed were. They left not long ago. I still remember their faces.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
What did they do at the motel?
They scribbled on the floor and made strange noises. Oh, I remember now. Whatever it was they were trying to do, it was a total failure. One poor girl became trapped inside their mirror. She never stopped trying to escape. The mirror would make banging noises all night long.
We didn't find anyone trapped in a mirror during our search.
Well, that's sad, I suppose.
Oh no. Oh, her expression remains calm as always.
If you knew they were from a dangerous Arcanist organization, why didn't you report them to the Foundation?
Could have been the mirror Argus broke. That actually could have been Kayla. Oh, that's flipped up.
Why would I?
She licks her lips.
Fear doesn't frighten me. No, quite the contrary. It excites me. I would embrace fear any day of the week.
Well. Oh, the end. I can't even beat hard mode, dude. Is there, let me see. Haunted Highway hard ending? I don't know. Is there? Reverse. I don't think it does. Honestly, this is a good event. If you're a horror junkie, it's great. It's just great. What's this? Starter. Have to clear third event. Ooh, There's a lot of chapters. Let's see. Oh, god dang it. Near or far? These ones aren't voiced, right? So these are just reading. Is it just, I'm guessing this is her sequel story, as she's looking for Kayla.
Damn it.
Oh, goddamn civilization at last. Night has fallen. A woman in riding boots stops along a sandy road. Ahead of her lies a house topped with a wooden cross. And beyond it, a forest of apricot trees extend all the way to the foothills of the Guadalupe Mountains. Civilization. Turn over every rock in Texas before ever finding that, but a sweetwater town like this would do. Yeah, it'd do. To call this a one-house town would be an insult to horses, but it's somewhere to rest her boots. Argus stashes her jeep nearby and starts walking. Experience taught her this sort of town was wiser not to drive into in the dead of night. Better to let the sleeping dogs lie.
Although...
We ain't far from the border here. Shoot, I might have to save time flying to Mexico. The mercenary takes out a folded piece of paper from her pocket and turns it over. White and blue with black pixels forming letters and numbers, the ink is worn away, leaving nothing recognizable of the flight except the boarding time. It's a flight ticket. Fort Worth to this place. It's been a long drive.
I ain't got a clue.
What was it even for? I gotta get this straight when I find...
Fine.
Never mind. Same old pattern, knock on every door, ask the same old question, get ready for friction. Let's go. The melody of 99 bottles of beer wafts in from the edge of the town, accompanied by the clinking of glasses. No matter where you go, you'll never find a better source of leads than a watering hole.
There you are.
The mercenary hunts with her ears instead of her eyes tonight. She follows the melody down the street and into the bar. I don't think this is a sequel. It's more like backstory for this character. We'll just go through the first chapter, but I don't think I'll go through the rest. I usually don't. Oh, we'll see.
Hey.
Howdy, get me a mug of... She looks around as she considers her order. Those gathered are playing cards and drinking. The tables are piled over with empty cups and plates. It's long past any respectable mealtime. All Argus can order is a drink, rather than chance it on whatever would still count for food at this hour. Blackjack. The bartender eyes the newcomer, confused, as if he hasn't quite understood the words. Pardon? You're in the wrong place, Yankee. Why are you trying to impress us with all that? Not that it's a half-bad getup, but a cowgirl you ain't. How's about you take off those chaps and give them here? Oh boy, you're talking to the wrong person. Not like you'll put them to any use.
Oh, gosh.
Geez, you were talking to me?
Sorry.
Didn't hear you, little fella. In fact, I almost missed you.
What?
Oh boy, he's starting to... The heck you trying to...
Besides.
And one more thing. I ain't no Yankee. What do I gotta do? Whistle Blue Rose of Texas for you to prove it? Oh, come on. Give those ears and eyes of yours to those in need if you ain't using them. What is it those suits back in Austin say? Alright, peace and love. Looks like you folks could use some of that. She smiles, tapping her gun carelessly, a habit she's never truly kicked. The bartender signals the drunk man to calm down before he reaches for his own pistol, catching him just in time, then snaps his fingers to grab her attention.
Hey.
Hey, whoa, ma'am, easy. I'm sure he didn't mean no offense. Ain't many new folks that come around here, much less the kind that order a blackjack. I'd wager most of these lushes never even heard of it.
So...
Got it or not? I do. The bartender puts down his hand and starts pouring whiskey. His eyes fixed on Argus's gun. His own is just under the bar, but he has his doubts he could outdraw her. It's on the house. Take it as an apology. A beer jug is put on the counter. The bartender shrugs his shoulder, indicating that there's no whiskey glass on offer.
Deal?
We gonna stay friendly? Save it, friend. I've got the money. If you're fixing to apologize, answers will do better than drinks. The bartender frowns. You a ranger? Dang, you ain't lying then. You really don't get many new faces around here, do ya? I expected blackjack drinkers to be a rare sight. Are you really confusing me for a cop? Only a cop around here is the country deputy, ma'am. Then you must watch too much TV. Argus glances at the jug and drags it to her side. It'll do.
Huh.
Ain't much to do around here, ma'am. Next episode of Law and Justice is about all we get to look forward to.
Alright, Mr. Attorney. Have you seen a Texan girl about 5'3", chestnut-colored hair, green eyes?
She takes out a few bills from the pocket, along with the flight ticket. The bartender moves the money over to the pile. He fills with the stack while answering Argus's questions without any sign of interest. Not that I ever seen.
What?
Sure about that? Think harder. Argus rubs her finger against the flight ticket. Her tone says it plain. This is not an answer she can accept.
This place don't get visitors every day, ma'am. I remember the faces of everyone who comes in here, and there's no way I'd forget a girl like that. Huh.
But if that girl did come here, and now you're looking for her, well, it ain't a good sign.
What?
What do you mean? Last time now, you really ain't a cop? How about you stop asking questions and start giving answers pronto? Her hand hard pounds on the counter as a warning. Yeah, you ain't a cop. But I still don't get you. Coming in here like Johnny Law with that shotgun? What's your angle? Let me know. The bartender stops mid-sentence, taking a moment to look around. Huh, know what? What is it, cat got your tongue? If it's money you want, just say so.
Hey.
Ah, you're here on a pilgrimage, ain't you? Dang it, I should have known the way you play with that gun. The hungry look in your eyes and your questions. Gah! That dump out there is not worth it. And I'm sure the girl you're looking for is not. The mercenary runs out of patience. She interrupts the bartender with a swift motion. As her dagger and a wad of cash smash on the bar top. Enough dancing around the subject. I ain't in the mood for it. Two choices. Say what you're fixing to say, or point me to someone else who will. The bartender says nothing. He stares down the flight ticket, now flying by the dagger. Fort Worth? You drove all the way down here to find this girl? No one passes through this town, least of all Yankees, unless they've got something they're looking for. And I ain't talking about the view.
Hey.
Hey, Daryl. The bartender calls out to the familiar face of the customer that had argued with Argus. Yeah?
God damn it.
I said I ain't a northerner. Blade here's down from Fort Worth, looking for the wall and a girl with chestnut-colored hair, green eyes.
Hey, I did mention a girl, but I ain't said nothing about no goddamn wall. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Jesus. As Argus looks at the man, he stands up, strangely sober, and rushes towards the door. Faster than Argus has no time to react. What are you? She's a friggin' merc. Grab the deputy. I'll hold her here.
What?
No, what? What the heck is going on? Oh boy, they don't like your kind in this town. I'm sorry, ma'am. Like I said, the wall ain't no place of pilgrimage. And I ain't about to stomach any more of your questions. The bartender pulls his revolver out from under the counter. He manages to bring it to bear on Argus too fast for her to draw. Not even a greenhorn could miss the shot at this range. No.
Pal.
Chill, pal. Where's that Texan hospitality? I guess it is the sequel to this, so... These clues. Argus will note down the information she gleans, helping her negotiate with her targets more effectively. I do like her outfit here, though. And what do I get from this exactly? You get... This might be a recording for me. In a way. I don't know if I'll stream this part, but let me see. So next week, I do plan to do a Nikkei stream. We gotta go through a Rappies event. So, look forward to that. So I'll do that on Saturday, and then maybe if I feel like it. Don't know. I feel like I want to stream tomorrow too. Maybe do Wuthering Waves, but I don't think I will. We'll see. We'll see. I'll put up a ready stream if I do feel like it. I'll probably just play this part on my own time. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, actually, no. I gotta check something. No, not that. I gotta check this. What was all this stuff again? I forget what this part of the game was. I do not remember what this part. Let me just check what this. Oh, okay, so this is the beginning of the chapter 2.
I have been seeking a chance to talk to you from the name.
Hello. The leader behind Manus Vindictae.
Oh, I don't remember this crud at all. Just want the story.
Dental checker.
Wanna watch the air climb? Oh. Don't blink. No need to look back.
She. I know how to do it.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Hey, witness me!
Don't blink. No need to look back. Advice from the forest. Haven't you eaten?
Relax, Miller, relax. Breathe. Thank you for your cooperation. Breathe.
Let me just play through this and see how the main story works if I've already gone through it. Because I do not remember story at all.
Advice from the forest.
Ooh, I should just killed her. Or not, never mind.
Fine.
No worries, relax.
A little trick.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
It's not? Okay. I don't know. 1, submit, no. 0, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to think it over. 9, 0. 9, 1, 2, I want to read the story. Where do I go for story?
There is no way ahead. It's... Huh?
Okay, I remember this.
Behind this wall, I hear many there are... Hey! No. No way! It sounds like a banquet outside, a chip!
Okay.
Let me look through the cracks.
I remember this one. Okay, so this is if I want to go through this stuff again. Anecdotes. Oops. I never really committed to playing Reverse before, so I gotta get used to all this UI stuff. Okay, so I guess I just go through the story here. But how you play through the prologue again? I guess it's back here? No.
Now those little brats are knocked out. You notice that old gum sticking to the bottom of their shoe? Having been chewed for long, it took on the sales chip. Yes. She is the... Go.
Okay. Resources, reflection. Doesn't go anywhere. Story. How to reverse 1999, how to play prologue. I guess you can't really replay it. So anyway, next time we play Reverse, hopefully I can actually play this chapter and get through it. I probably need to actually go through the story, because I don't remember any of this. I was just rushing through it. So yeah. We just beat in... Okay, so you just beat it and it doesn't have a story. So then you have to go to the actual ones with story. That one doesn't have a story, right? I'm gonna be so confused. This doesn't have story? This has story. Oh crud, there's story here. Oh my god.
Oh, it really hurts.
I don't want to skip it. Okay, let's just skip and see what happens. Okay, to go back, can I go through it again? Oh no. Oh, you bullcrud. Oops. I just want the story, though. Oops. Or how to replay cutscenes. How to play replay cutscenes. Okay, I see. On the... Click on the checklist looking item on the bottom left. Oh, Atlas. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Ouch! It hurts! Really hurts!
So I'm thinking that's prologue. Okay. Oh, okay. I remember this part. Then tender is the night. Do I remember this part? I don't know if I remember this part. Do I remember that part? I don't remember that part. Okay, let me see what this part
Not
is.
many forks ahead. We're getting closer to the outer wall.
Yes, I heard the sounds of the street.
Miss Sotheby, did you get hurt? We didn't know there were so many ambushes.
No worries. You carry Freddy. And clean up the potion on his mouth.
We gathered much intelligence this time. When we get out of here, I will write a report. Oh, and Timekeeper, there is another person. I heard someone asking for help around here. There was also remnants of potion there. I want to help her get out.
Can you find her position?
Let me think. It should be around the wall, in front of the critter lair. At the end of this corner, turn right.
Mia sorella. It's Schneider. Call my name. Don't you remember me? It's Schneider. Mi dispiace. I'll get you out right now. Back to our citrus orchard in Sicily. Shh, be quiet. We will be back home soon.
You chased us here. It is you. You were abusing this girl. Evil murderer. I must stop you.
I sort of remember this part. It's been a while
Don't
since I played the
piss me
story.
Sparishi.
I need to like remind myself what happened. So now the arcane skill rushes towards Schneider, and like what she used to cast, this one's like a blade made of anger. So they get lost. Sonetto and what's her name gets lost in the tunnel. Find Schneider, or hear Schneider talking to her sister.
No, no! I'm not Arcanist! I'm not Arcanist! I'm not Arcanist! I won't pretend to be an Arcanist! I can't drink anymore!
We're here to help. Stay calm, miss.
She seems to have lost her mind despite what others say. She just keeps repeating the same incomprehensible words, hands grasping the one in front of her.
Let go! Mia sorella, don't be like this. You are safe now. What the hell did they force you to eat? Waffle.
You are her sister. She took the truth serum? I have memorized the formula. The feel and smell of the liquid could confirm it. Let her lie on her back. Right arm high. I will conduct first aid and get her to vomit up the potion.
Okay, be quick.
The coming sound of footsteps seems more and more oppressive to those who are stranded by this labyrinth. Okay, I don't even remember this part at all. The whipping sound of vines echo in the corridor. It is followed by countless footsteps, which implies danger that approaches like a swarm of greedy insects.
Oh, we got company. We need to get out of here fast.
Schneider stands up.
Stay focused. Forget the rest.
Don't worry. Leave it to me. Just a little more time. She will spit it out.
Someone walks towards them leisurely out of the dark. Her arcane skill has destroyed every inch of the corridor as she approaches.
Waffles! The new enemies are not something we can deal with.
Everyone, I found the exit! This is where we crashed into. As long as we push out the auto island, we can escape from here!
Everyone, start pushing now! We have to get out of here!
As the enemy approaches from the distance, a group of men in black rush out from another corner. They look around, panic-stricken, and eventually their eyes fall on Schneider.
Is it here? Is the exit here? Boss, what should we do?
Here you are. The exit is here. Push the car.
You guys, push the hood. Keep pushing. On my mark. Ready, push. Ready, push.
Oh, I'm sorry. My auto island is too strong. It's not moving at all. Oh, I'm running out of strength. Oh.
Mr. Apple! The Heaven Apostle!
Ow! Please move out the way. This is very dangerous. 3 rounds left, and right. Open the wing, put on the wheel. Stay away from the car!
Wow.
The car is blasted to the street. Get out of the hole while you can. This wall is about to collapse.
Run! I can hold a little longer.
4, 5, 6. Quick! We're all out! Just you!
Timekeeper! The wall is falling down.
Sorry. Please, don't run away.
In the blink of an eye, she is now standing in front of them. Judging from her speed of approaching and the range of her arcane skill, it won't make any difference even if all of them manage to escape from the bar. Only 4 are left inside the wall. Sonetto is trying hard to maintain balance at the exit while carrying Marion on her back.
Timekeeper! Timekeeper!
You are Schneider, right? Did I get away? Yes. You made it. You are free now.
Go. Run freely. Leave the rest to me.
Burton and Schneider gently pushed him out of the exit. The next moment, the walls collapsed, blocking the only way out.
Surprisingly, there's a day to fight side by side with you, Miss Governor.
Let's see what a good match we are.
We win or we die. Okay, so then it goes to the battle, I guess. Oh, it's Druvis. Oh, okay.
It's you.
Okay. Alright, so I know how to replay cutscenes now. Okay, so we'll go through these because I skipped them the last time. All of them. And then we can continue on from main story. Alright. Alright, that's it. That's all we got. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, give me a follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave a comment after the stream ends. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, next week we do Nikke. Since the event is voiced this time, it's a 2-parter. It's celebrating New Year's, so we have a Rappy event celebrating New Year's. Yeah, alright, I'll be back. I'll set up the stream for next time. Be aware. Probably play it, well, I really have to play these early, right? Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.